Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. I'm going to be looking at a killer Sudoku today by Walking Writer, who's featured on the channel a number of times, many times since the early days, and constructs quite approachable Sudokus normally. So let's hope that's what we get today. Well, I hope that. Anyway, maybe you hope for a real struggle. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Don't forget that you can check out all of our merchandise, Sven Sudoku, our Patreon channel, and the apps, all on the links under the video. We have a killer Sudoku app amongst the apps. And of course, every month in the Sudoku hunts, there's some aspect of killer, I would say, in the Patreon monthly rewards. So loads of killer going on around the channel all the time. There's killer, I don't know why killer Sudoku is so called, just to make it more exciting with the cages and so on. But anyway, that's what it is called. And we will have a look at this now. Let's start with the rules. 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. That is normal Sudoku rules, which do apply here. Digits in cages may not repeat. I don't think, oh yeah, they could have in that one. And must sum to the total shown. So those are the rules. Give it a try. I am going to start now. Let's get cracking. So today, let's start with a secret. The secret of how much each box adds up to. Now, this does apply to every row and column as well, but I have a feeling in this puzzle it's going to be boxes that are more important. They always add up to the same total. And that total is 45. But that's just simply because the rule, those normal Sudoku rules that I just went through, specify that 1 to 9 appears in every row, column and box. 1 to 9 always adds up to the same number. That number is 45. And that's interesting for a box like this, where we've got 29 in that cage. If we subtract that from 45, these two digits have to add up to 16. In two Sudoku digits that are different, that's a 9-7 pair. We've got a 9-8 pair here in the 17. Actually, let's just fill in a quick 9-7 and 1-3 there for the other cages that I've noticed that are absolutely set in stone by their number. Oh look, there's that as well. Okay, so that does the initial bit, but now we've got this 8-9 pair looking down at row 8, column 5. So that becomes a 7. And that's the start that Walking Writer has given us. Now, 13 plus 13 plus 11 is 37. These two add up to 8. Not so useful. 24, I have a feeling this adds up to 9. 24 plus 9 is 33. No, I'm quite wrong. 42, these add up to 3, so we can do that as a 1-2 pair. What's going on in the 19 cage? There's an 8, I think, because if you didn't use an 8, the highest digits you could use given these are 6, 5, 4. That's not enough. So there's an 8 plus 11 more. That has to be 6, 5. Oh, it's the next three highest digits after 9, 7. 8, 14, 19. My maths didn't want me to do that quickly. 8, 6, 5. So the 1-2 pair aren't in these cells in the box 7. They're there. And this is a 3-4 pair. Now, is this 17 cage done as well? The highest digits possible are 7, 6, 5. That adds up to 18. To take one off those, we get 7, 6, 4. A combination that was very familiar to me years ago doing a Japanese sums puzzle with every clue being a 17. That is 2 or 5 because of all the numbers fixed in this box, in that cage, in those two cages, and those two. Ah, 7, 9 and 7, 9. So there's a 7, 9 pair in these cells. Oh, in fact, we know exactly where they are, thanks to the 7, 9 pair looking down there. So this is 7 or 9. This can't be 1 or 2. That is at least 3. That is at least 7. This is at most 4. Ah, look at this 13 kg. This is nice. In this column, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So the minimum values, yeah, the minimum values for these two are a 5, 6 pair. The minimum value for this cell, which sees this 1, 3 pair, it's very interesting. We've only got 2 digits written in the grid, but there are a lot of minima and maxima nonetheless around the place. Anyway, the minimum value for this cell, because of that 1, 3 pair, is a 2. And that takes us up to 13 with the minima. So they're done. And I think we've made real progress now. 6, 5. Oh, maybe it petered out quickly. But yes, this has to be 4, 9 once 5 and 6 are ruled out of it. We know the order because of the 3, 4 pair down here. This has become an 8. It sees a 5 and a 6 pair. This we must know. That's a 7. Now down here we have a 3, 6 and a 4, 5 pair, and now we know the order because of that 4. This is the 3, 6 pair. That's the 4, 5 pair. These two we're going to add up to 8, and they can't be 2, 6 or 5, 3. So they must be a 1, 7 pair now. That sorts out 9 and 7. Look at this, it's all happening here. That is an 8 or a 9, it's an 8. That's a 3 in the corner, losing its religion. Right, and now we get lots of columns 1 and 2 sorted out, I think. 9, 7, 2, 1. Oh, it's lovely. It's got a lovely flow, this puzzle. These must be done, oh, by these pairs. Yes, okay, 6, 5. So these are the only bits of columns 1 and 2 that we couldn't do. Now, along this row, that's a 4, 8 pair. This is a 2, 3, and we get a 1 in this box, and a 2, 5, 6 triple here. Oh, this stuff hasn't, I was going to say it hasn't informed much of the rest of the grid, but actually this 8 cage is done. Once it can't have a 1 or a 5 in it, there's only one combination, and that's 2, 6. 7 in this column is there, and I've got a 4, 8 pair at the bottom. 6 is in one of those cells. 2 is in one of those two. I don't really have to think about this sum anymore, because once I've deducted 16 from the cage, this must work. This must work. It must consist of 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 to get them in numerical order. Okay, 15 here. I think it's got either a 9 or an 8 in it here. And I think that because if you didn't, with 7 and 6 used in the box, this would have to be 5, 4, 3. You can't put both 9 and 8 in it or you exceed the total, but you need one of them, so, and that must go here. Then these two are going to add up to either 7 or 6. If they add up to 6, they're a 1, 5 pair. If they add up to 7, they're a 3, 4 pair. Oh look, 8, 9 is a pair. They're ruled out of all of those cells. So we've got an 8, 9 pair here. That would have been the simpler way of going about that. Then this is either 1, 5 or 3, 4, and that must be the other of those pairs, which is quite a strange breakdown. I don't know what to do now. In these two rows, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if this is going to matter. Look at the digits in those cells, and that's one set of the digits from 1 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 8, 9, 7. So this, in those two rows, is the other set. And that means these 3 digits, by a little bit of set theory, have to be the same as those 3. I suppose that's obvious because this is a 9, 8, 7 triple. Okay, forget that. I was just a little excursion on colouring. Might help in another puzzle, but not this one. What about the 23 cage? Oh, hang on, yes. The maxima here are 8, 6, 5, which add up to 19. Yes, that's it. Oh, this is absolutely maximum. Oh, that's much harder to see. I don't know why. Right, the maxima in this row, because of the 9, 7 are 8, 6, 5. They add up to 19, as we knew from that cage. This has a maximum of 4 because 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 have been used in the row. So that's what it must be. That is exactly the right total. So that 8, 6, 5 sorts out this 4, 8 pair. It sorts out where 6 goes in the box. It's probably going to place 5 in box 8. It is as well. And these remaining ones are 1, 2, and 3. And they are 1, 2, and 3 in these cells, and that's a 3 because it sees a 1, 2 pair. So that's a 3. Now we can finish off box 7 as well. Loads of boxes getting finished. What about this last 14 cage? I say last in the full knowledge. Oh no, in fact, now this can't have a 1, 5 fill. So that must be 3, 4. That is a 5. This is a 1. And this digit to make the 15 cage work is an 8. Oh, which I expected to disambiguate these rows, and which hasn't done that. Right, this can't be 3 or 4. Now, there's only one combination. Those are both odd. This must be even to make the total even. So that's a 2, 9, 7. Didn't really need parity there, but it's always fun to use it quickly if it's available. 7, 9, 2, 3, 4. This is a naked 6, I think. It sees 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 in the row, 1, 5, 8 in, sorry, it sees those first 5 numbers in the column and 1, 5, 8 in the row. That's a 3, 4 pair. 6 looks up to the corner and down to the other corner. And we're finishing off now. Excellent puzzle. Not difficult as expected from Walking Writer, but really, really elegant throughout. Now, these must finish off rows 5 and 6. They do. 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 4, and columns 7 and 8 similarly must be disambiguated by this 8 and 5. So let's use the 8. 8, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 6, and 6 and 5. And there we go. That's not too hard at all. That is a nice puzzle though by Walking Writer. Yeah, if you attack it in the right order, that really is relatively approachable. Well, very approachable, really, isn't it? It's, well, certainly quite approachable. It probably wouldn't qualify as a genuinely approachable gas Sudoku, but it wouldn't be far off. Nice. Thank you, Walking Writer, for that. It is a bit cagey, but not too cagey. And that's another Sudoku done. We'll see you again for more tomorrow. Thanks for watching, as always, on the channel. Bye for now.